my name is Rocco, and welcome to Rocco's Licks and Mix, where we'll dive into music, money, and more. For 2024, 2025, our focus will be epic guitar tones from a really cool collection. When I say really cool, I mean really cool. Also, beginner guitar lessons, financial advice focused on the youth, my YouTube startup journey, along with two of my other favorite categories, which is travel and hobbies. Starting in July, I plan to spend thousands of hours and thousands of dollars giving you an abundance of footage and information. But the great news is, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and watch a couple of boring ads, and I'm giving you $1 million infotainment ridiculously free. As this channel grows, there will be lots of cool items that I'm giving away, but there's only one catch. It's just for my subscribers. I always want them to feel the love, so stay tuned for more news on that. My official business here is done, so sit back, relax, and enjoy another Rocco Nation creation. Hello, this is Rocco from Rocco's Licks and Mix. Just want to hop on here real quick before this video starts, let you know if you go to the very end of the video, or if you'll watch all the way through to the very end of the video, there are some corrections that I've made, and there are some tips that will help you use this product more efficiently and set it up faster. So just want to hop on here and let you know that real quick. That way we can help you out. Thank you very much. Y'all enjoy this video from Rocco's Licks and Mix. Hello, welcome back to another Rocco's Licks and Mix video. This is going to be another video on our open box video series and probably our studio build series if you're looking at the playlist. So it's a rather large box. It's going to be kind of hard to put on this camera, but we're going to show it to you the best we can. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'll tell you what this is and what we're looking at today. So we just did a video about some speakers, some studio speakers that we bought. And these are stands that go underneath those studio speakers. That holds them up in the air so you can hear them, and it allows you to not have your studio speakers or monitor speakers on your desk. It take up desk space. So that's what this is for here. And these are the onstage SMS6000-P studio monitor stands. Where I bought them from, they had a 4 out of 5 rating for 206 reviews, seemed pretty good. And I also bought it in a package deal with buying two Yamaha HS8s speakers. And it also comes with two TRS cables to hook those in to my audio interface that I have, and I guess it's required to be able to hook that into your computer. So we'll go ahead and talk to you about these things a little bit. We'll go ahead and jump right in and show you what we have. That is pretty much, I mean, there's not really, usually I try to give you some specifications, statistics, different things. There's not a lot going on with these. I mean, they are what they are, you know. It says, this is probably the key, that there's 4 locking adjustment positions, and that gives you a range of 36 inches high to 54 inches high. That's probably, you know, one of the most important things you need to know with these, to make sure you're getting them high enough in the air. And I'm not sure that it has adjustable bases. I figure the bases are fixed, you know, they probably don't angle in towards your computer or wherever you're listening. They're probably just flat. Now I do know the bases, I think. We'll know once we open these. I think the bases on these are triangular, and I don't know why they're triangular instead of a rectangle, but maybe it has something to do with you know, more force can be applied without topping this thing over. So maybe that's, you know, I'm sure they've spent time designing this and giving us the best product available. So alright, we'll go ahead and open this up and show you what we have. We apologize if our voice sounds a little funny today. We've been through a little bit of sickness, so we're trying to get over that. Looks like I won't have to open this up and lay it flat on the table. It'll take me just a second to do this. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Maybe I can. Okay. So that's Onstage brand. And I already told you it's the SMS6000P. There's a sheet of paper in here that tells you basically, it's a little wrinkled up, so I can't really get it straightened out for you, but you know, it kind of tells you how to use it, assembly instructions, and then a little bit more information on the back. So, like I said, if you need to, you can pause the video or whatever if you need to look at this a little closer. So, all right. So we have the bases, the triangle bases. This is all taped together, so it's kind of hard to get it all to come out easily. So I'm just going to have to kind of cut it out. Okay. Alright, so in this package, these are the triangle bases. The finish on this is not a shiny finish, it's not a matte finish, it's somewhere in between. So that's the triangle base. Okay, you can see that. This is the bottom side. There's these little rubber boots that you have on each corner. Okay, alright. So that's the base. We'll open this other package up. Okay, this is the top. So this is underneath the top piece. Nothing really to look at there. And then this is the top. This is what your speaker rests on. So we have two foam pads running down each side, here and here. And that helps to hold your speaker in place so it doesn't slide. And from looking at this, it doesn't look like it has an angle adjustment where you can angle it like this or angle it back like that. It looks like it's going to set very level, very straight. So that's what we have there. There are two of these, so you know, there's another one in the box as well. But I'm probably just going to stop with showing you one of them because they're the same product, and there's no need in making a video any longer than it needs to be. I would if it would give you more information, but it doesn't help you have more information. So. Okay, so far the build quality on this I would say is very good or excellent. Everything seems to be pretty solid. Okay, so just to show you this bar, there's an adjustment. That's a little screw where you can tighten and loosen to set your adjustment. Okay, we have, I don't know how they work, they're hard to see. We have little cable holders. I don't know if you can see that. A little clip on the side. Little cable holders, run cables down the side. Have one beside the adjustment screw as well. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay. I'll show it to you this way as well. So, okay. Then we have a pin. This is to lock it in place where it needs to be. So let's see what happens here. So I unscrewed this screw on the side and a little bit of squeaking. But we have where it adjusts. It comes out. So that's how you adjust it. Then for safety, you'll drop this pin in. Okay. And if you push the pin through both sides, like that, okay, then when it sets back down, it will rest on the pin as a safety. So even if you don't have the adjustment screw tightened, it still can't go down any or slip or fall. Very important. That's a very nice design the way they have that built. So that's pretty simple. The base is going to screw to the top. Or not, that's kind of crazy, but okay, so the top here is going to screw to this piece, okay? And that's what holds the speaker. So this is actually the top of the speaker, and it's going to go just like that, okay? Now the base, we'll make this a little shorter again. Okay. The base has the same exact screw. Little hole there, you can see it. Okay. And it'll just screw into the bottom of this base. Right in the center. Okay. That's how you put this together. Pretty simple. And we have screws to do that with. Have a little package of screws here. Okay. That's what's in that package. I'll show those to you individually real quick. Okay. We've got a Allen key. These are Allen head screws or hex head screws or whatever you want to call them. Basically this fits in this, okay? And that's how we turn it. That's how we put it together. So they have included the tool we need to install these properly. Then we have these screws, okay? And that is what you need to screw the top and the base on. There's one long one that I just showed you, and one short one right there. So that's the short one. That's the long one. And we have a washer in here, okay? The washer probably goes to the short screw since it didn't have one on it. All right, so that's kind of how that'll be. All right, then we have 3 more of these silver washers. Okay, they're kind of hard to see too. On camera, all these little bitty pieces, it's hard to show you. And we have this weird looking thing that has threads, and then it has a sharp end. Okay, kind of like a bullet end. All right, so there's 3 of those, 3 washers. And let's see, now I call these washers, but it appears they're threaded, okay? They're not exactly washers, because like I said, they are threaded. So those will actually fit on it, and they're what they call knurled on the side for grip. So that way, you know, it's easy to twist. 3 of those, okay? So, with that being said, let's see, just quickly, okay, so what that is, those are carpet leveling spikes according to the instructions I just read, and the sharp part goes down into the carpet. All right, and the other part will screw in somehow, probably to these corners. I don't know if these come out. Okay, so these feet right here on the base that I showed you, those pads, those soft rubber pads, they actually screw in. They don't pull out. They're actually screwed, threaded into that base. So be careful with those. If you need those carpet leveling spikes, don't just pull these rubber pieces out because they're threaded. You have to unscrew those. And if you remember, when you unscrew something, it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you'll back those off to the left or counterclockwise. So, and then you just take these carpet leveling screws here, this hardware, and then you put the flat side in and screw it inside of here. So the flat side will go in here, sharp side out, that goes into the carpet, and then you'll just adjust it to make sure it's the right height. So basically the spike is allow you to get through the carpet to the solid flooring. That's what that spike's for. I imagine they all should be, if your floor is level, they all should be fairly the same number of threads sticking out left over. And this is just to keep your base from wobbling on the carpet so it doesn't fall over. These speakers we put up high, you're talking 50 some inches that this can go to. You put those speakers on there that weigh 30 pounds or such. They're very top heavy, so it's very easy to walk by and just bump them, and then this whole thing flip over and you lose a $300-400 speaker. So that is an important thing. It's very nice that they put that in there for us. So okay, that's all I have for you today on these onstage brand SMS6000 studio monitor speakers. I think I've told you everything I could tell you, and it'll also give you some instructions to how to get started if you were to purchase these on your own. Like I said, this will be in the playlist underneath the Studio Build series. It'll also be in the Open Box series. That's where you'll find this video if you look for it again. And we really appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. That way you get to see more and more of these videos in the future. That really helps us to keep going and maybe one day be monetized with these things. So we appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for watching another Rocco's Licks and Mix video. Okay, we've got an extended clip here of the onstage brand studio monitor stands, and I'm just going to show this to you in a little bit more detail and show you a little trick that I have learned. The audio is going to be a little different. I apologize for that. This is on my camera on my phone instead of the GoPro that I normally record on. So we'll go through and talk to you about this a little bit, going from left to right. This is just a little thing that this screw right here goes down into, and that is to lift the bass up off of the carpet, so to give you really good stability. When you put these two together, then you get this, okay? And then this screws into the base. This end here screws into the base at the bottom underneath. And then the sharp part, the bullet part, goes into the carpet. So that way it kind of digs through the carpet to the solid ground. This is the short screw that we have here. This is to mount the top plate. We have the long screw here, and that is to mount the bottom of the stand, the base. And here we have, at the base underneath, we have these rubber feet that come with it standard. But if you unscrew those, there's 3 of them, if you unscrew them, then you're able to put this piece here in that allows you to pick the base up off the carpet so you have greater stability. Like I said, you have a 30-pound speaker at the top of this. It gets a little top heavy and easy to tip over. Then you have your Allen key, your little wrench here, and this operates these 2 screws to screw those in or out. As I said before, when you're taking these out of the base, turn them to the left, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So you want to loosen it and do that very easily. These are plastic threads. So now my quick tip that I have figured out just in the last few minutes of working with this, you have 3 of these, okay? You want all 3 of these to be screwed on the same distance. If not, your stand and your speaker will not be level. So it's like you could sit here and count all the threads if you'd like. I mean, that's okay if you want to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But here is a quick trick that I have learned to find out if I am exactly level all the way around or not. So I'm going to show you this on camera. It's a little hard to show you. But if you'll take the 2 pieces, got one here, you got one here, and if you touch those together, those should touch, okay? If they touch, let me open my hand so you can see. If they touch, you know they're the same. If they're a little off, this is what it's going to look like. When you touch the end, you're going to notice I have that gap. Okay, you see that gap? That is not level. So all you do is just tighten it down until they touch. Until each screw touches flat with the little thing that you screw them into. Okay, now you know those are going to be level. And I could take another one, just like this, and go ahead and start screwing that in. Okay, take the back of another one, and I see I have a gap on the other side. So if you do this, you just screw it just a little bit, and you'll feel when they touch. So right there they touch perfect. Okay, so there you go. That's my quick trick to get this thing leveled out if you're putting it on the carpet. Alright, so thank you for watching that video. Hope that was helpful to you. Thanks for also hanging around to watch those tips and tricks I gave you in that short clip preceding this. And this is the correction I have to make for the video. When I put this together and set the speakers up on top of that plate, they were not setting level. So what I ended up having to do is I had to remove the washer from that top screw just underneath where your speaker was set. So that main top screw, I just removed the washer from it before I installed it. So that is one key. The other key is if you're screwing in those carpet adjusters, then the other thing you want to do is make sure while you're screwing those in that you don't twist the screw inside the other knurled piece, because you don't want to change the setting. Because if you screw those in too fast and don't keep the 2 pieces together, then you will be changing the depth while you're screwing that into the base. So I just used my thumb and my index finger, kind of put pressure against the round part as I was screwing that in to make sure it didn't rotate any on its own, causing the depth to change while I was installing that. So, all right, thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate you watching Rocco's Licks and Mix.